A lot of you guys said, hey, Day, we gotta do like a guy version. The girly shit is crazy. I understand. The girly content, it works. It's honestly what your favorite people are doing. Like George Heaton, that's very girl vibes. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a content strategy for your brand, part 2, but guy edition. I believe it's Sador Studios. He makes pretty cool girl tops. That's how I found him. But his guy section is really, it's solid. It gives Pally Hollywood, if you know that brand by James Franco. But you know the routine. You know how this goes. First, you got to think about an activity for a boy. Most of you guys probably have shirts like this. Most of you guys probably have a shirt with a design, or it's a plain shirt. Think about that shirt, the way it fits, the way it lays. What's the vibe of the shirt? What does that shirt give? To me, as a big activity, you have to think of the big activity first, and then you niche it down. To me, I automatically thought, this looks like a guy who wakes up in the morning and he's about to go get a coffee and start his fucking day. So I was like, morning routine. Something so simple, but a lot of clothing brands don't do it. Very loose, it's boxy. It seems like a guy would have this shirt on with like some cool sweatpants and maybe like a form of an UGG or slipper or boot or something like that. And maybe they'll be like getting their coffee, taking a, I don't know, mowing the lawn, watering the grass, getting his supplements ready for the day. There's so much you could do with morning routine, obviously, but we don't want to keep it so broad, right? So are we on the same page? We can't just do things like night routine. Y'all like to do really big activities, but they don't have a boop, they don't break down. So some of y'all would be like, night routine. Okay. And then you're just going to show a full night routine. When no, you should do night routine, drunk edition, something like that, right? You kind of want to break it down as much as you possibly can. So I did some research, and I thought morning routine, waking up, what's something that really is a part of every guy's morning routine, or every guy kind of likes. Guys love dogs. Most guys like dogs. I don't care. You might not love them, but you like them. Like a guy and a dog, that's like that's an old saying, right? But so you will be putting an emphasis on walking your dog. Now, you might be like, Day, how do I push this shirt while I'm walking my dog? Well, I'm here to help. You having a full-ass, cool, effortless, lifestyle-esque morning routine outfit while promoting things that you do in your morning routine, which is anchoring and all those things. Like, what supplements do you take in the morning? When you wake up in the morning, what skincare do you put on your face? What kind of dog do you have? Showing the dog. If you got a girl, show the girl getting dressed too. Maybe you could go as far as that and showing your whole morning routine. It's a whole concept there, because sometimes people do those things day to day and they don't see the luxury in it, and you can make your brand feel like the luxury in those day-to-day things. So wearing your tee with like a cool pair of sweatpants and the slippers while walking their dog, getting a coffee, you just made it seem like it's something huge when it's really not. But because you curated it for your brand with your tee on, people automatically are going to be like, oh, I want that tee. So when I wake up in the morning, when I get my shit shipped in like a week or two, I could go walk Max to the coffee shop down the street, and then we can sit and vibe out. And maybe I'm going to take a picture of my shirt and tag them on Instagram. I'm not going to lie. Pharrell just did a Louis Vuitton drop, and he showed the dogs like on the runway, and I thought that was so cute. But I feel like it would have been so much better if he incorporated like a morning routine type vibe to it. Louis Vuitton has notebooks, Louis Vuitton has all those things, and he could have combined that whole world together, and you wouldn't have just wanted the bag that the dog was in. You would have wanted the notebook and all those things with it, so you could recreate your own morning routine as well. That is literally curated by Louis Vuitton. Research based on anchors, like the activity. This is another way of saying word bank. So walking the dogs with I would put an emphasis on what type of coffee you're drinking, right? Because you could get a lot of people to look at a video just from being super detailed about what coffee you're drinking. Morning, walk the dogs, get a coffee. Walking my dog, you could add a person that people know that they're always with a dog, walking a dog, or have a dog around. Walking my dog in, I would have a piece on me that's niche to my consumer. So maybe you're walking your dog in Loewe sneakers. That would have been hard. You put Loewe sneakers. Sometimes you want to do like the gigantic houses like Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton, which I tell you guys not to do that all the time. But I feel like if you do the effortless vibe, you could do high-end products. But if you're doing a whole full-on concept, I will go more niche, if that makes sense. I didn't technically find any content creators who have did this concept before, but this is David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. This picture is super popular. Sporting and Rich just redid this photo, which came out super cool, and that's honestly where I got my inspo from as well. So I just think you could do this with like your boys. Like if you want to have all your boys walk into a coffee shop, vibed out in like your brand's tees and sweatpants and all those things. Like I said, this morning routine and going to walk the dog, people don't think this is cool. People wouldn't necessarily think that this is a whole insane concept, but you can make it insane because you're adding like the luxury to something people do every day. And because people are going to try to figure out how to create and curate, like you just did that video, for their real lives, they'll buy your tea as an extension of what you showed them. That's curation for you, man. You guys also know, like, when it comes to making content, you have to stop making content and you're just filming the brand. There's no other brands. You're acting like you are the only brand in the world. Again, take your time and see what products you collab with. Dog products are probably one of the best things to collab with. I have a dog. I have a French Bulldog. His name is Stitch. The type of dog products they have now are insane, and it would make anybody who owns a dog stop in their tracks and be like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Also, your tea's cool. What is that? That's what you want. So, cool dog supplies. We got Wild One harness, Little Beast sweater, wolf snacks. Like I'm saying, you want to add products within it. Show the product. Show the vibe you're going for, right? So, obviously, you need a cool dog. All dogs are cool. In this case, you do want to put an emphasis on, like, the things you do in the morning, because the dog walking is a part of the activity as well, right? Which is the morning routine. So, I would do, like, some vitamins, some skincare, show it, make sure it looks kind of cool, make sure it has a vibe to it, so people can ask, what is this? What are these products? What is all this stuff? They're going to go down a rabbit hole with you. They're going to be like, oh, that was cool. That was cool. Let me see what this person is actually doing on socials. Then they keep scrolling, and they find your brand, and then that's how you literally fucking grab a customer. You grab them by helping them curate their lives with other products. Your brand will then become a pillar to them, because you not only were selling to them, you were like showing them other things that they could add to their brand world as well. And this is the vibe I came up with. So morning routine, dog walking, you probably do some yoga, green juice, sitting with the dog, vibing out, water, eye patches, maybe getting coffees. This is like Austin Butler and Kaya Gerber. That's actually a perfect photo for what the vibe I was thinking in my head. I hope you guys are seeing the repetition in all the things that I'm saying for you to do are very much like not daily human things, but they're very human. Like, I'm not telling you to go do some Rick Owens shit, go jump off a helicopter and twirl around 5 times. In the beginning phases of creating a brand, you want to be very human and connect on a base level with people, right? So people love walking their dogs. People love having a morning routine, especially if you're doing the more lifestyle type brands, which I think most people are doing now. You want to come at them with something that they already know, and you just make it better. You become the curator of the activity that they love to do. That's your duty as a clothing brand owner. I've been saying this in all the videos, but that's literally is what you're supposed to do. Curate, combine it together, give them your brand. Your brand becomes a pillar because you curate it for them. That right there is the key, right there. And again, if you're bad at vibes, you're probably bad at selling, you know. I can help you with that though. December 18th, let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow.